I love photography with all of my heart and soul. I've been doing it for almost a decade. But today, we're going to talk about everything I absolutely hate about photography. And I want to give a little context to this video because normally I'm a lover. I like to love things. I don't want to hate, but I feel a little different right now. A high school friend, he's not doing too well. It unfortunately looks like he's going to pass away, and we're pretty young. So it has me feeling a little dark about the world, and I figured what better than to channel anger, frustration into a video about the dark sides of something I love. So I got a list with 13 points, 12 points I'll probably do. We're just going to talk for a couple minutes. I'm going to rant, and I'll tell you everything I hate about photography. The very first thing that I absolutely fucking hate about photography is either you barely do it or you do it for work. And look, first thing you can say about anything is if you do it for work, it takes some of the glamour, it takes some of the fun out of it. It loses its sparkle. It's no longer for fun. Perfect example, just like video games. I love video games. I would never stream video games. I'd never do video game YouTube because I think it would just take away all the fun. And photography, I think I love it enough that would never happen. Like, if I was a Nepo baby, if I was super rich, I would just take photos, I'd put them on my website, and you'd never hear from me. I wouldn't be posting, I wouldn't be trying to go viral, I wouldn't be probably making YouTube videos, but I love it, and I want to do it every day. And I think that's the other conundrum that you can, compare it to video games, like in the fact that, you're young, you have all that time, and you have all the energy, but you have no money to do it. You can't buy gear. And then, you go and get a job. One of my first jobs where I was making some decent money as I was working on a concrete crew. I had no energy to go shoot photos after work, or I wasn't going to take a trip. I was working 60 hours a week. It just wasn't possible. And then, okay, after that, I go work part-time at Apple. And I'm kind of broke again because I'm working part-time at Apple. Yeah, I got 3-4 days off a week, but it's just, you can't win because it's hard as hell to make money in photography. And you either have the money and no time, or you have the time and no money. And that's what I hate about photography. It's just a hard world, and I hate that. Point 2, bad clients. I think most people can agree with this. Let's say now you decide you want to do photography for a living, and you hey, I'm going to take on some commission work. There are some bad clients out there, and they'll make you pull your hair out, and they'll make you really question if you even want to do photography for a living. I had a bride so bad, I genuinely didn't shoot a wedding for 2 years. I hated it so much. And that's the funny thing is now I'm in a place where I actually have a full-time job where I'm in a position where I don't have to rely on photography for money. Because this is what I'll say. If you are relying on paying your rent, yeah, you probably have to take every client you can. I am so grateful I'm in a position where I really get to pick and choose the work I want to take on. I'm like, oh, you seem really cool, I'll work with you. Oh, you seem like a jerk, I don't have to work with you. I can just say, hey, I'm not interested, I'm busy that month, I don't care. And then, oh my God, the businesses in the net 30, I did the work. Here's the photos. Why are you paying? It is ridiculous the way that companies think that we're just another massive company that can give them credit or give them it is ridiculous because these accountants and stuff for these businesses, their job is to stretch the money as far as they can. And they're screwing you, a small person who's trying to pay rent, and they don't care. They're heartless and they're soulless, and I absolutely hate them. It fills me with rage. It made me really shift from, I don't want to be a commission-based photographer anymore. I actually want to do YouTube, and I want to make cool art, and I want to make things that get people excited and cultivate a fan base. I don't really, my aspirations to work for brands has really diminished because I've seen that they're actually just a bunch of They want to you. They want to get the most out of you for the least amount of money, and they want to squeeze you dry like a sponge. I mean it. It feels like capitalism to the fullest extent, and I hate it. I hate that it ruins something I love so goddamn much. Point number 3. I call this one Weirdos at the Top. And what I mean by this is I've been lucky enough to meet some pretty big photographers. I'm a nerd. I will be like, oh my God, that's a photographer over there. You know that guy, so-and-so. And anyone I'm with in my group would be like, who? And I have 10,000 followers on Instagram. Not the point. I was able to meet a Nat Geo photographer that I looked up to for many years. And I was pretty young. And I was like, oh my God, I'll get to be so excited about photography. He was one of the most arrogant people I'd ever met. And it kind of soured my experience. It was totally like a don't meet your heroes moment where I could tell he was like, I'm a god and you should worship the ground I walk on. And I'm kind of like, it's photography. It's photography. That's all it is at the end of the day. And then on top of that, okay, and I'm angry, but I want to put a caveat on here. I have met so many wonderful people. My partner that I just bought a ring for, actually very excited to say that. I get a little happy for just a second. I met her through photography, and I've met many wonderful friends through photography. But there are some just weirdos. I've met big people, and I don't know if they're like insecure. Because I get it. You know what I mean? Like, there's only like, let's say $1 billion to spend in the photography world. And if you get bigger, there's less of a slice for them in that whole pie. Like, I don't know if it's just like a weird competition thing. I don't know if they're not like just friendly. Like, this isn't a customer service job. Like, you don't need to be nice to me. But I've just been blown away how many people I've met, and they're just jerks. Like, I don't know. I don't like that. I hate that. I want this to be a fun, loving community. And there's weirdos at the bottom too. I'm sure I'll get mean comments on all my videos like I do. It's not the point. It's just, people are people, I guess. But it blows me away that I'll be like, oh, I've idolized you. I love your work. And I meet you. And I'm like, you're kind of a Point number 4. Okay, who is worse than a weirdo, a jerk, a goddamn pervert? I hate the pervert photographies more than anyone in this industry. Look, I'm an American, so I believe in innocent till proven guilty. But with those they are guilty until proven innocent. There are like 2 people where I think it's like socially acceptable for you to shoot bourgeois or whatever. However you say it. I can't speak French. I'm American, damn it. It's like, unless you're a gay or a girly, I don't know why the hell you're doing it other than you're a pervert. I genuinely mean it. You're weird. You're weird and you give us a bad reputation. It pisses me off because I know that sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm a photographer. And they're like, that guy could be weird. And it's because of you, mother. And I hate you because you're just weirdos and you've hijacked my art form that I love. Be a pervert and hit on girls, and you're a weirdo and you should Let's take a little deep breath. All right, that one got me a little heated. Number 5. I can count. Gear obsession. This one's not as bad. I love photography for the art form. I love composition. I love colors. I love fresh ideas. I cannot believe how many people are just like gear obsessed. Like, it's just weird. Like, oh, your focus isn't sharp enough. Oh, it's a little noisy. Oh, you're shooting on a camera from 2016. I don't give I'm out here shooting photos every moment I humanly can till my last breath with all my energy. I don't give a if you have the newest Leica or if you have the oldest film camera in the world. Just shoot photos that you like. And even from the YouTube perspective, this isn't photography, this is not videography. I hate how well the gear videos do. Like, my best videos are about gear and like backpacks. And I don't really care about, I care because it allows me to do the thing I love, but I don't care about talking about that. That's not what I get excited about. I want to make you a better photographer and I want to change the way you see the world. I don't give a about if the new 24-70 is sharper than last generation's. It probably is. Number 6, gear price. I mean, this is the one. It's hard because the market for photography has gotten smaller. Ever since the smartphones come out, it's taken a nosedive. So there's business. I know that businesses have to live. It's too goddamn expensive. I would love to upgrade to the newest gear. I either need to finance it or make 5 times more money than I do right now. And it's just ridiculous that if I wanted to across the board upgrade to all the newest mirrorless, easily $20K. Easily. And honestly, that's barely making a dent. Let alone getting into video. Oh my God. I love the idea of shooting video. I hate the idea of shooting video. And then this is the thing. This is a lot of things too. Where it's okay, if I want to upgrade my camera body, I have to upgrade my lenses. And then if I want to upgrade my camera and my lenses, I probably need a better computer because the files are bigger. And then I need bigger SSDs. And it's just you can't just upgrade one part of it. Everything in the system has to be brought up to the same level. And oh my God, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. All right, number 7. It's the decline of film gear, but not in the sense that oh, I can't buy a brand new film camera. All the money in the world, you can't get a lot of film gear fixed. And the fact that I think every piece of film camera I own is older than me. And I've had motors go out, I've had stuff break, and I've called every shop in 100-mile radius of me in the Denver area. And they're I won't touch that. We only touch DSLRs and mirrorless. You just can't even get people to fix stuff or look at stuff. So if you know people who will fix antique film gear, please let me know because I will ship it to them. I got a Minolta with a motor going out, and I've seen them, like, you can't get the parts, you just can't do it. And then, like, look, Canon or whatever the brands, I know the economics of, like, look, I could buy a Land Cruiser from 1940 from Toyota, not from Toyota, it's not new at this point, but they still make the parts for it. Like, these car companies are out here supporting brands models for hundreds of years, and they're like, oh, that 1995, done, buy a new one. Like, it's just, I wish there was better support for film equipment, and honestly, I'd appreciate if they made it, but I wish I could just at least get what is in the world fixed, and it's actually really hard. You just can't. All the money in the world, you sometimes just can't. All right, number 8, flying with camera gear, traveling with camera gear, absolutely sucks. Oh, what do you want to do with, what's one of the coolest parts about being a cool photographer? Traveling. You know what sucks? Traveling with camera gear. I'm looking at TSA. Okay, the Denver TSA, I'm a little biased. I actually have a friend who works for them. But I actually think they're pretty nice. I've, like, showed up, I have, like, my 40 rolls of film, and I'm like, I need a hand check on all these. And they're like, all right. Like, but oh my God, I love Chicago. That TSA, that United TSA at O'Hare can go to hell. I hate them. They give me a hard time every single time I'm there. And also Atlanta, your airport sucks too for the TSA. They're jerks about it. And like Europe, they're okay. It really just, it just depends on who you get. Like, if you get someone who's like, oh, that's chill, I'll check it. Or you get them, they're like, it's your job. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You join the TSA or whatever your equivalent is. And I don't know why they make it so hard. And then on top of that, you want to get everything in your regular, bag, your personal bag, because, okay, let's say more and more common, they're like, hey, we're checking every bag after group 4. All right, fine. Let's say I pay more for a better ticket. Guess what's also common? Hey, this flight's canceled. We're bumping you on this flight. And even though you paid like $600 for a good ticket, now you're like boarding group 8 because that flight was dang near sold out. I hate traveling with camera gear and especially film gear. It sucks. Fix it. Another thing I hate, if I haven't told you enough, is I hate that we're in the content era. And I mean this in the fact that I think it's really funny is for like a long time, with photography, it's like, oh, is this really art? Because like painting's art, like photography is like a science. And now that's not the question. It's, are you like an annoying TikToker? Or like I've been in places and like, I just think you can see the accounts where they're like, influencers are ruining the world. And I think that's such a stretch. Like, if that really is ruining your day, you need bigger problems. But on top of that, it's just, I've gotten side-eyed. I can tell that people are like, oh, that's like some weird influencer guy. And I'm like, no, I'm actually just trying to make videos helping people with cameras or making them better artists. And I guess that's the same thing. Who knows? I hate that there's this reputation for people out there who are like trying to humiliate people in public, or they're like just making cringy content. And like, I'm sure I've made cringy content. I just hate that we're in the content era. And on top of that, I hate that I have to post all the goddamn time. Like, I would love to hit the point where I'm like one of the insert big artists where I'm just in seclusion working as hard as I can to make something really cool, and everyone's excited for it to come out, and then when it comes out it's like, all right, it's cool, and then I get to go into seclusion for like 2 years, like Frank Ocean. We're ready for that album. I need to get to the point where I'm posting like 7 days a week, and it's exhausting and it's not sustainable. And I know it hurts the content. See, I'm doing it too. I know it hurts the art. I know it could be better. It's just, I hate this. I hate that I have to like post all the time. And like, who knows? I like it. Like, I've really enjoyed interacting with some of these people on here. Like, and who knows? Like, maybe if I really do make it, I'll want to be more involved. I want to post more. I want to vlog. I want to talk to people. I just hate it. This really could have been part of the last point because I almost got into it. Social media. There's too many of them. It's just, what I would give for like a good art space to have like a gallery or something, like, I don't know. I just hate social media. That's like the biggest, I don't even know how to say that. Because I don't like posting on social media, but I know that I should show behind the scenes. I should make videos. I should talk about, everything. And that's great. I just hate it. I hate, I should post this as a story, or like, this could be a full video, and then I could make it a short, and then I could do behind the scenes of that. And it's like this whole like production pipeline I feel like freaking Carnegie getting the whole vertical complex for the oil, and I just want to make photos, damn it. If I had to really stress one point the most, I'm recording great. If I had to stress one thing the most, I actually think this is the one I hate the most. It is the idea that photography, and honestly every craft, has to be a hustle. Why does everything have to be a hustle? I genuinely believe that most photographers out there would be the absolute happiest if you just took photos, made photos, put them on your website, share them wherever. But like, it's not a job. You're not trying to make money. You're not like shooting baby photos, trying to like pay your rent because you're living paycheck to paycheck, like 50% of Americans or whatever. I don't know the stats. I'm not an economic, whatever. I just hate that everything has to be a side hustle. It's like the video games. If I had to play video games to pay my bills, I would hate video games. And I think the same is true with photography. Like, just make art. Just love it. And I hate that everyone's like, oh, you should do more money. Like, make money. Do money. Be valuable. I don't like that. Just have fun with photography and just love it. And if I ever win the lottery, I actually will probably continue making videos. I have grown to like things about it, but I probably won't too. Like, I'm done. Peace. And this is like the other side of this coin is the trivialization of art. And the fact that it's like, you know, if you are like, hey, I'm being really serious about making photography my life, you're going to have an uncle who's like, how's that little photography thing doing? Or they're just like, or, you know, you tell someone like, hey, I do YouTube videos, or I'm a photographer. And they're like, sure. Like, your wife must be the breadwinner. Like, it's hilarious that like people can't believe it. And then also like, I don't know if there's like a level of jealousy in the fact that like I can tell that people are like mad if you make money from photography too. And I don't really care. It's just, you know, people get mad at you for anything. If today's your first day on the internet, people get mad. People just, they trivialize it. And then on top of that, I don't know what it is. People feel like really entitled to art. I'm like really coming off the heels of this. Yesterday, I was seriously filing like so many DMCA takedowns for my girlfriend because people are just straight up copying her art or like funneling it into like AI and like repackaging it. It's nuts that people are just like, if it's on the internet, I have access to it. Or like, I don't give a, like people are like, oh, there should be artists, but I don't care if they make money to live. It's just a weird world. And it's like the whole piracy issue. And I'm not going to get into that. That could be like seriously a 20-minute video in itself. But it's really lame. All right, the last one. And this one I'm actually not that mad about. We get to calm down a little bit here. Calm down. We're calm. We're calm. I'm trying to be calm, and this is probably like a 35-minute video. I'm sorry. Thank you for watching this one. The last one is the Snobs. And look, this isn't specific to photography. This is everything, everywhere. It's like, I call them I call them the actually people, and like with the glasses, even though I wear glasses. You'll say something, you'll be like, hey, this is about focus breathing or something. They're like, actually, this is how it works. And it's like, okay, sometimes people are genuinely helpful, or they're really enlightening you. I don't want to give them a bad rep. I have really learned things from my comment section that I wouldn't have known otherwise, and I love that community interaction. And then you can tell that some people, it's like the person who just like wants to show up to teacher every day. Like, it's just a personality trait, or it's like the friend who like wants to argue for the sake of arguing, and they don't even believe in it. They just want to piss you off. Or it's just like, you'll have a photo where you're like, hey, I love this photo. The focus didn't like totally work out. And they're like, the whole photo's ruined because it didn't click. It didn't focus. It's just lame. I don't know. The Snobs are everywhere. I hate them the most actually in the off-road community. I have to say that. But the photo community can be pretty bad sometimes. And I think that's because, you have people who just come at photography from different angles. Like, people come at it from the tech perspective. People come at it from the art perspective. And people come at it from the, circumstance perspective. I have a whole video on that. I'll actually put that right here if you want to check that out. Not the point. It's lame. Okay, that's it. That's the video. I'm done. That's it. Photography is a beautiful thing, and I will do it to the day I die. Rich, poor, I don't care. I will be shooting photos. I will do it with my phone if I have to. I will be out here making photos. The internet could go out. We could be in an apocalypse. Zombies are killing you. And I'm like trying to take photos of it. And you're like, please stop. They're killing me. I'm like, no, that's great. I don't know. I love photography. This stuff, it doesn't ruin photography. There's bad parts of everything. It would be weird if there wasn't. Name one thing where there's nothing bad about it. I love it. I love photography. again, the world feels like a dark place right now, and I just want to take all this dark energy and just compress it into a piece of art. Is this art? I just want to. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that we can enjoy hating the annoying things about a thing we love together. If you want to see more videos that are not hateful, subscribe, like, do other things. I'll put links in the bottom. I do photos, newsletter. My girlfriend does like shirts and bumper stickers, and I probably sell stuff. It'll be down there. Leave a comment. I don't know. Do a handstand. Go outside. I don't care. Do something.